in the Iowa caucus. But with that being said, we are about to tip things off as both starting lineups are being introduced. The visiting team being introduced right now, the Warriors of Massasoit Community College out of Brockton, Massachusetts, will be taking on the Lady Builders here momentarily. Now, what do we know about Massasoit Community College? Well, they were founded back in 1966. And the name Massasoit actually means sachem would actually means chief or leader. So this is a unusual matchup this evening. Why? Remember a couple of seasons ago when numbers-wise, the Lady Builders were somewhat challenged. They only had about 6 players that they went through the season with. Well, that's what the Warriors are dealing with coming into tonight's or this afternoon's contest. Really, really short on numbers. Only about 6 total players in this game this afternoon. So more than likely, as far as style go, their coach, Coach Lessig, will probably be looking to slow things down in the half court because he doesn't have a lot of players to sub into the basketball game. Now, for Coach Courtney Collins, she brings her squad into this afternoon's game with an overall record of 6-4. And the Lady Builders, the last time we saw them, they didn't fare that well here in the Classic. They went down to Johnson and Wales out of Charlotte. They went down to the Wildcats. So looking forward to getting back to their winning ways here and improve on their overall mark on the season. Again, both lineups have been introduced. Both teams will be making their way to center court for the tip-off of this afternoon's contest. We will be wrapping up the MLK Classic today as we get ready to head into the MLK holiday on tomorrow. Our officials for this afternoon are Aaron Formby, Jimmy Gerald, and Stephen Brown. So Coach Lessig, his 26th year in the program, brings this team into today's contest off of a banner year last year, 20-3 last year. Again, this year's been a little bit more of a challenge coming into today's game, 3-4, and we are underway. Builders with the first possession, Bryant. So Jada Bryant is going to be joined on the floor by Nyla Jackson, Amaya Ray, Jada Ellerby, and Ashanti Williams are your starting 5 for the Lady Builders as their first attempt, no good. Tie up on the baseline. The possession arrow is in favor of the Warriors, so we will come back down to this end of the court. So for Massasoit, their starting 5, Destiny Morales, who has the basketball currently. She's joined on the floor by Natasha Brito, Ella Shriven, Kyla Fagan will be coming off the bench, Natasha Miraz, and Navia Madison, as I got distracted there, turnover by the Warriors, their first of the contest. Builders go inside with Ashanti Williams, and she is going to be fouled. So substitutions are going to be, somewhat challenging this afternoon for Massasoit as that first foul will be whistled against Natasha Brito. And Ashanti Williams gets the first points of the afternoon for both teams, so that'll be Brito's first, the team's first. Williams misses the second. We're early in the first period. Right now, Builders lead by a score of 1-0 as Madison with the basketball. Pass tipped away. But the Builders turn it right back over. And that leads to a easy layup by Miraz. So 2-1, Warriors over the Builders. Ray with a kick to Bryant. She steps back behind the three-point arc and drains it. Jada Bryant with her first shot of the afternoon, her second shot of the afternoon, her first point, sorry. Back come the Warriors. So that's Ella Shriven with her first bucket, and the Warriors tie things up 4-4. As Ray works against the man-to-man defense, I think she may have traveled. Nope, they're going to call a foul. So Nevaeh Madison will pick up her first personal foul. That'll be the team's second non-shooting foul. Shot clock at 20. Ray looking for someone, gets it into Ellaby. Here's Bryant, able to split the double team, but unable to convert. So back come the Warriors with Shriven. So as you can see, the Warriors are not interested in running with the basketball, as we are going to get a foul call. That foul call is going to be on Jada Ellaby. That'll be her first personal foul and the team's first of the period. So again, the Warriors, being somewhat limited by numbers, not looking to run with the basketball. As you can see, they want to grind it out in the half court. Skip pass over to Morales. Morales loses it. Able to get it back, though. That shot is blocked by Ashanti Williams. Jackson. Trapped. Nearly turned it over, but it's going to be last touched. Actually, that was last touched. That was last touch, actually, by the Warriors. Are you sure? Dave Davenport says it was last touched by Nyla, but I'm going to respectfully disagree. And we can do that because we're friends. Here's Morales. Score still tied at 4 as that skip pass is controlled. Nope, it was not. So that's going to be a turnover for the Warriors. Ray working against a bit of a mild press put on by the Warriors as she's able to split the double team, unable to finish with the right hand. So here come the Warriors. Brito. Shot clock now under 20 as that long three-point launch is no good. Scrum on the floor. Tie up. The possession arrow is in favor of the Lady Builders. So we'll go up the other end of the court. Had to iron out a couple of little administrative issues right there before we could put the ball back into play, but here's Amaya Ray. And she's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be whistled against Destiny Morales. That is her first personal foul and the team's third. Now remember, in women's basketball, they play periods. So in order for the Builders to get into the bonus, the Warriors would have to commit 5 team fouls. Right now they are at 3, and we're just under 6.5 remaining in the first period. As Ray able to shake her defender, unable to finish again at the backboard. Back come the Warriors with Morales. Builders go to an aggressive trapping defense, but that is going to lead to a foul call. So Nyla Jackson will pick up her first. That'll be the team's second. Shot clock does not reset. 21 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here's Shriven. Her feed inside, poked away, and that's going to be another turnover as the Builders start the fast break, and Jada Bryant unable to finish at the rim. That's 3 shots. And finally, Ashanti Williams on the 4th attempt gets it to go, and she picks up her 3rd point of the afternoon, early afternoon contest here. The MLK Classic taking place at the Apprentice School in the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Morales being guarded by Ray. Ray overplays the right-hand dribble of Morales. Here's Shriven. Shriven gets it to Morales. Shot clock at 3. Morales, her shot no good, but the rebound comes off to the Warriors. Ray able to pick Morales' pocket. Ray. This time, she finishes with the right-hand layup at the backboard, and we're going to get a timeout. Timeout being taken by Coach Lessick. 5 minutes remaining in the first period. Builders lead by a score of 8-4. I'm not sure if that was a full or a 30. But tell you what, it's going to be a media timeout, so we will step away, and folks will be back. Five minutes remaining in the first period. Game 1 of the afternoon here at the MLK Classic. At the Apprentice School Athletic Center, again, Howard McCain with you, Dave Davenport. Dave Davenport alongside me. Basketball whistle back into play. Ashanti Williams and Jada Bryant with 3 points apiece leads all scorers for the Builders. While Ella Shriven and Natasha Mirez have 2 apiece for the Warriors. We're going to get a foul underneath. That foul call is going to go against Amaya Ray. Amaya Ray's first and the team's third of the period. Warriors have turned it over 5 times. Builders have turned it over 3 as the entry pass to Shriven is lost, but the loose ball is picked back up. Builders running off of the miss. Here's Ray forcing the action at the rim. Long outlet by the Warriors is picked off by the Builders as Bryant back at the rim again. She's able to get it up off the backboard over the corner of the rim and into the basket for 2. So that will be her 5th point of the afternoon. And the Builders lead now by 6, 10-4. As we get a backcourt violation, Warriors were not able to get it over the timeline in 10 seconds as Morales kind of falls asleep right there. One of those fundamentals of basketball, you have to get it over the half-court stripe in 10 seconds. Another fundamental mess up by the Builders as they turn the basketball over. But thankfully on the other end, Warriors unable to convert. Long outlet to Jada Bryant. Easy layup on the other end. Jada Bryant adds to her 5 points. Actually has 7 now in the contest. And the Builders add to their 8-point lead, 12-4 as that one is kicked. So the basketball will stay on this end. As the basketball goes all the way down to the other end. Good job by Walker McCrary to retrieve that for the officials. Here's Brito. Brito yet to score in the contest. That's her second shot. Tough shot. Almost got it to go, but she's there to pick up the loose ball. She falls down, loses it. Back comes Jada Bryant. Bryant. Able to go all the way to the basket for 2, uncontested by the defense of the Warriors. Again, the Warriors pretty much playing Iron Man basketball. Again, they do not have much of a bench. Only one bench player that they could utilize in the contest. And if the Builders speed the Warriors up, they could start to dig into their conditioning just a little bit here in the basketball game. As that entry pass to Morales, her shot no good. It actually hit the bottom of the rim. Maya Ray back into the contest. She'll give Nyla Jackson an opportunity to get a rest. Builders up by 10. We're just a shade over 3 minutes remaining here in the first period. As Stratton, newly into the contest, handles the basketball. Warriors still in the man-to-man defense. Stratton able to get an open look, but unable to hit. Ashanti on the floor for the loose ball. That's the kind of hustle that you want to see, and that's going to be a travel. That's going to be a traveling violation against Jayla Stratton. So the Builder lead will remain at 10, 14-4. Right around 2.5 remaining in the first period. It's Morales. Unable to get the ball across the timeline, just barely gets it across the timeline again on this possession. She steps through the double team, puts the shot up off the glass, misses, but she's fouled. So Jayla Stratton will be credited with that personal. That'll be her first, the team's fourth. So that'll put Destiny Morales at the free throw line. She's a freshman guard out of Holbrook, Massachusetts. Was that an air ball? I'm not sure. I don't think that hit anything. Interesting. Okay, so Morales is still scoreless. And she remains scoreless after both attempts are missed. Here's Bryant to Ray. Ray with an air ball of her own. I think that may have hit off of Jada Ellaby's foot, and that's going to go out of bounds. So Morales slowly walks it up to half court. Instead of taking 10 seconds, she only takes 7 to get it over the timeline as Morales gets the feed inside. I'll admit, Morales isn't the biggest player on the court, but she plays hard. Ray attacks the Warrior defense, tried to get it inside to to Bryant. Bryant unable to handle the hot pass. And we get a tie-up. So Destiny Morales able to reach in and tie up Stratton. And that's going to be a turnover for the Builders as Natasha Moretz will make her way into the ball game for the Warriors. 1.5 minutes remaining in the contest. As Morales crosses the timeline, we'll keep an eye on that. That pass nearly picked off. Here's Shriven. Shriven tried to split the defense, lost the basketball. Last touch by a Builder. Score remains 14-4. It's kind of been sitting on 14-4 for a while. Feed inside, not handled by the Warriors. Here's Williams. Williams attempts to go coast to coast. Her layup no good, but Jada Bryant there with the putback. So Bryant now with 9 of the Builders' 16 points. As the Warriors go on the attack, able to get to the rim, but unable to finish. We're now under a minute remaining in the first period, and we're going to get a foul call. That's going to be credit to Navia Madison. That'll be her second personal foul and the team's fourth. Clock stopped at 50.5 seconds left in the first period. Stratton with the feed inside to Ellaby. Ellaby with the right hand. So Jada Ellaby gets her first points of the afternoon, and the Builder lead now is up to 14. Warriors with the long outlet to half court. As the Warriors, I believe, where she tripped, foul, she turned it over. She actually tripped and failed, so that's going to be a traveling violation on Miras. So the Builders have an opportunity for the final shot of the period. We're at 25 seconds left in the first period. Shot clock is off as Amaya starts to play. Stratton looking. Finds Ellaby, back to Ray with 10 seconds on the game clock. We're now down to 9, 8. Bryant drives the baseline. Shot up over the side of the rim, and good. Game clock now under 1. And that is how the first period of action will end here at the MLK Classic at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. After one period of play, the Lady Builders lead by a score of 20-4. We'll be back with second period action shortly.
How How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Welcome back to the MLK Classic here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Howard McCain here with you along with Dave Davenport. We're about to get started with the second period of action. Right now, Builders lead by 16 in the contest. Warriors with only 2 field goals in the entire first period. Builders now with a 16-point lead, 20-4, as Amaya Ray gets us started. Maya working against Morales, able to shake her off of the ball screen, unable to hit the jumper. Warriors clear. Warriors able to get all the way to the basket. It's going to be a foul call. That foul call is going to go against Jada Ellaby. That'll be her second personal foul, the team's second or first of the period, sorry. So that'll put Nevaeh Madison at the line. She'll be shooting 2. Right now, she is scoreless in the contest. And her stats will remain the same. So far, only 2 baskets in the contest for the Warriors. One by Shriven and the other by Merez, as the Warriors, who have been in a long scoring drought, were able to convert 1 of 2, as that wild sequence ends with the Warriors turning the basketball back over to the Lady Builders. 9.5 minutes left in the half. Here's Morgan, able to get it up court to Ellaby. Her feed inside to Williams results in an easy basket. So Ashanti Williams with her 5th point of the afternoon. 22-5 now, is Morales unable to hit, and we're going to get a traveling violation. Mirrors has actually had her troubles of being able to stay upright on the court. I want to say that's probably her 3rd traveling violation in the contest. Ellaby. Nice give and go between Amaya Ray and Jada Ellaby. Actually, that was more of a screen and roll. I apologize. That was more of a screen and roll play. As Maris. Her shot up no good, but she is going to be fouled. So Ashanti Williams will pick up her first personal. That'll be the team's second. As Katrina Thompson makes her way in for Jasmine Morgan. Katrina, a freshman guard out of Maryland. Sykesville, to be exact. The Warriors able to hit the first of 2. So again, points hard to come by in this contest so far for Coach Lessig and his Warriors, as Miras misses the second. So the Builders maintain a 24-6 lead, 18-point lead. That's been the largest lead of the contest for the Builders, as Ashanti, I thought she might have been fouled, but instead she traveled with the basketball. So the Builders right around 8 turnovers so far in the contest. Warriors with 9. I believe that total is probably higher. As Morales once again just barely gets it over the timeline. Her feed inside to Shriven, goes off of Shriven. Basketball goes out of bounds. So it'll be Builder basketball. Builders turn it over off of the inbound as Morales is able to get her first basket of the contest. So 24-8 as the Builders on the fast break. Ray finds Ellaby streaking to the basket. Ellaby able to finish with the right hand. And the Builders add to their lead 26-8. Lead back up to 18 as Warriors turn it over again. So at the rate this basketball game is being played and the number of turnovers that are being committed, the Warriors are currently on a pace to have close to 40 turnovers in the contest.
That should be pretty close to Friday's number.
Yeah, which I believe at the end of that contest between both of those teams, I believe it was the Builders and I think the Wildcats, if I'm not mistaken, Ellaby able to get to the basket for 2. There were 56 turnovers, total turnovers in that contest, but both teams were able to score in the 80s and 70s. So I believe we're going to get a timeout taken, as you heard Dave Davenport chime in with us. Timeout being taken. That's going to be a media timeout. It's not a media timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout being taken by Coach Lessick and the Warriors as he sees his team go down by their largest deficit of the contest, 20. 28-8. They're going to make it a full. So if they're going to make it a full, tell you what, we are going to step away for a moment. Folks, we'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Warriors 3 of 16 shooting in the contest. That's 18.8% from the field. They've only been able to score 8 points so far, and we're about a period, close to a period and a half into the contest. Builders with a 20-point lead. They're shooting about 53% on the contest, 13 of 25 from the field. This Ray with 20 seconds on the shot clock works against Morales in the man-to-man defense. Ray with the ball screen. Here's Ellaby at 10. Ellaby had her pocket picked by the Warriors. So that'll be the Builders' 10th turnover of the contest. Warriors with 12. Feed inside to Morales. Morales, high. Bank off the backboard, goes down for 2. Builders now lead 28-10. Nyla Jackson into the basketball game off of the media timeout. Shot clock now at 20. Jackson works off of a screen. Ashanti with the feed down low. She's double teamed underneath. They're going to call a jump ball. So Kyla Fagan able to tie up Ashanti Williams on the shot. Created a jump ball situation, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Warriors. So back comes Morales. Working off of a screen from Brito. Morales, again, working extremely hard for her shot, unable to convert. but Maris is there to put it in. That long outlet couldn't be handled by Ashanti Williams, so that's going to be a turnover for the Builders. That's their 11th of the contest. It's Jada Ellaby and Jasmine Morgan will make their way into the contest. Warriors tried the give and go. We're going to have a shot. That is going to go down. We're going to count the basket, folks. That's going to be a foul call. That foul is going to go on Ashanti Williams. That'll be her second personal foul, the team's third of the period. Wild sequence of events. The Warriors were trying to work the give and go. And on the give, they actually ended up hitting a Builder in the back with the basketball. The carom came off to Maris, who was able to put it in and get the foul. So Maris now with her 8th point in the contest. Builders, again, not valuing the basketball as Ray tried to get the basketball to Jasmine Morgan, but Morgan wasn't even looking. So back comes Morales, but she traveled with the basketball prior to the make.
Howard, I don't know about you, but I remember being told eye contact before you pass.
Exactly. And on that play where we had a turnover, so the basketball is going to stay with the Builders. But on that turnover, you're right. Jasmine Morgan was actually making her way down to the low block when the pass came in, and she had her back to Amaya Ray. So Ray unable to make eye contact with Morgan before she passed her the ball, and that resulted in a turnover. So right now, Builders starting to see their turnovers kind of start to pick up a little bit as Amaya Ray with an air ball. Shot clock does not reset. It's at 10. Wild scrum underneath. Ashanti Williams is going to be fouled. That foul call is going to go against. So Kyla Fagan picks up her first personal foul. That's the team's first of the period. So Ashanti Williams gets an opportunity to go to the charity stripe to shoot 2. The second of 2 comes off. Builders with a 14-point lead. Madison loads up and hits from 3. So the Builders see their 20-point lead chiseled down to now 11 as the Warriors start to find the bottom of the basket. Here's Ray. Ray able to get to the basket and lay it in for 2. 31-18 now. For Amaya, that's their second basket of the contest as the Builders pick up their defensive intensity. Here's Brito. Maris attempted to get it inside. They kick it back out to Shriven. Her long rebound off of her shot comes off. Here's Jackson. Jackson, quick shot and able to hit. So Nyla Jackson with her first points of the afternoon, and the Builders quickly have added to their lead. Lead back up to 15 after seeing a 20-point lead be chiseled down to 11. And there's another fundamental mistake that Dave just mentioned. Madison did not look to see if Brito was even looking for the pass. She wasn't, and the pass sailed out of bounds. Here's Ray at 20 on the shot clock. Feed inside to Bryant. Bryant is hit across the wrist. So Kyla Fagan is going to be credited with her second personal foul, the team's second. 3:31 left in the first half of the MLK Classic here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Bryant looking to add to her point total, and she does. Bryant now with 14 in the contest. Make it 15. And the Builder lead now is at 17. Builders with a light full court press. They come out of it. As Madison handles the basketball. Here's Brito. Brito to the basket. Right-hand runner up and good. So for Brito, that's her first basket of the contest. Ray. Jackson to the basket. Wild set of events underneath the basket. I think it was last touched by the Warriors. So we see Stratton and Ellaby make their way into the contest for the Builders. Builders with a 15-point lead in the contest is Morgan. Stratton. Euro step, wild shot, but she is going to be fouled. So that foul call will be on Madison. That'll be her third personal and the team's third. So Stratton will get an opportunity to go to the charity stripe to try and get herself in the scoring column of the stat sheet. That'll have to wait till the next free throw. She's able to drain one of two, and that pushes the Builder lead up to 16. 36-20 as that's Morales, quickly up the court. Feed goes inside to Morales, but it was last touched by the Builders as it goes out of bounds. So basketball, of course, will remain on this end. Morales hits. So Destiny Morales now with 4 in the contest. Builder lead at 14. Stratton being guarded by Morales. Coach Lessig hasn't subbed much, even though he only has one player on the bench. He's been pretty comfortable with the play that he's gotten out of his starters. Feed inside to Bryant. Her layup no good, but she's going to be fouled. So that foul is going to be whistled. Oh, actually, I put that wrong on my stat sheet. Kyla Fagan now with 3 in the contest. So now Fagan and Madison have 3 for the Warriors. Now keep in mind, they only have one bench player that they can utilize in the contest as Jada Bryant hits the first of 2. She now has 16 in the contest.
That's probably some of the reason he's stuck with this 5 for a little
he
bit.
he kind of, sort of, doesn't really have much of a choice because there just aren't a lot of options that he can look down the bench and bring in to give somebody a blow, because you have players on the court like Morales who's going to be fouled. She hasn't even come off the court yet. So Jayla Stratton is going to pick up her second personal foul. That'll be the team's 4th. And you can start to see some of the players for the Warriors with hands on hips, as the first of 2 by Morales is no good. That is probably one of the first signs of fatigue. The hands normally go to the hips, and then they go from the hips to the top of the knees. So right now, the majority of the Warrior players have their hands on their hips during the dead ball. So some fatigue is starting to set in with the Warriors just a little bit, as we're going to get a foul call. That's going to be an illegal screen. So Merez is going to be whistled for her first personal foul in the team's 5th. Yep. So for the remaining 151, the Builders are now in the bonus. Stratton works against Morales. Shot clock now at 15 with Ellaby. She gets out to Stratton. Stratton has it poked away by Morales. Morales all the way to the other end for an easy layup. And the Builder lead now is cut to 14. We're just under a minute and a half remaining. Bryant outruns the entire team for the Warriors, but Ellaby is unable to convert on the fast break. So the Warriors with an opportunity to get this lead or this deficit down to 12, 13 if they're able to get a 3 or a 3-point opportunity. But Morales now with 10. A really quiet 10 for Morales. So again, not the biggest player in the world, but she plays so hard as Nyla Jackson, able to convert on the offensive end, kind of stops the bleeding momentarily. As again, the Builders led by as many as 20 in this first half. As Shriven, her pass poked away by Ellaby. Ellaby ahead of the defense is able to lay it up for 2, and just like that, the Builders go from being up by 14 to being up by 18 with less than 20 seconds left in the first half. Here's Shriven. Shriven able to get to the rim, but unable to finish. Builders off and running with Jackson. Jackson outruns the Warrior defense and puts it back in. Builder lead now at 18. We're just under 2-1, and that will end the first half of action here at game number 1 of today of the MLK Classic at the Apprentice School. Here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, after one half of play, the Builders lead 44-26, as both teams will make their way into the halftime locker room. We'll do the same. Well, we won't go into their locker rooms, but we'll step away. We'll be back with second half action and first half stats. 44-26, Builders over the Warriors.
The thing that sets Whirlies apart is that our people here truly care. They're here because they love their jobs and they want to learn more.
What I like about Whirlies is the people, the team I work with every day.
My favorite thing about working at Whirlies is that it's more like a family. I mean, it is work, but it's not.
They actually treat me like a person and not a number. And this is the first company where I really feel like I belong.
Here at Whirlies, it's a great atmosphere. They really care about the customers, really care about the employees. We do whatever we got to do to make the job right.
Like the team, everybody's a team player. All about doing the right thing for the customer, taking pride in your work. It's just overall a great company to work for.
You know, we really do have an awesome set of guys. It's kind of cool. We got a great team. We have fun together. From my plumbers to my air conditioning guys to my crawl space guys, everybody works together as a team. They're just phenomenal.
We have training programs. We like it when people come in, they don't really know what they want to do, and we're able to help them find a trade and do things such as like a paid-for apprenticeship programs for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. We've sent people as far as Texas to also doing them here locally. We just truly like to see our people grow and succeed and get to the next step of their career. We want people here who truly aspire to be the best in their fields.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're close to starting the second half of action here at the MLK Classic at the Apprentice School Athletic Center, as the Massasoit Community College Warriors are taking on the Lady Builders. Massasoit comes in with a record of 3-5, led by their coach, Lessick. They are currently trailing the Builders right now. Mark Lessick is their head coach, trailing the Builders right now by 18. 44-26. As we look at some of the first half stats quickly for the visiting Warriors, Destiny Morales kind of woke up there in the second period of action. She poured in 10 points to lead the Warriors in scoring. Now, again, Warriors only have 6 total players. They all saw the court in the first half. Shriven actually did not come off the court at all. She played all 20 minutes of the first half. She's followed closely by Maris, who played 18 of the first half. Neither of them scored. Well, I take it back. Maris scored 8, while Shriven scored 2. They shot 11 of 27 from the field. That's 41%. Turned the ball over 16 times in the first half, and they were 1 of 4 from the three-point arc. For the Lady Builders, Jada Bryant and Jada Ellaby paced the scoring for the Builders. Jada Bryant with 17, Jada Ellaby with 10. Builders turned the ball over 15 times themselves, not valuing the basketball in that first half. Hopefully we'll pick that up as Amaya Ray gets us started with the scoring. She comes out of the locker room, and she extends the Builder lead to 20. 46-26 as Amaya picks up her 6th point. Builders shot 53% in the first half. They were 1 of 2 from 3. Very different than how they shot from the three-point line last night. As the Warriors come with their three-point attempt of their own, as Morales able to get to the basket but unable to finish. Builders led by as many as 20, and that is where they are right now in the second half. As Amaya Ray, her shot comes off the front of the rim. Morales. They reverse it to Madison. Her second three-point shot is no good, as she's able to Euro step her way to the basket for the right-hander off the backboard and good. Builders with a commanding advantage in the paint in the first half, outscoring the Warriors 32-12 in the paint. So that is where we stand as we go into the second half, as Amaya Ray gets it over to Nyla Jackson. Shot clock now at 10. Here's Bryant. Shot clock now at 5. Builders need to make a move towards the basket. Here's Ray. That is going to be a shot clock violation for the Builders. That's a turnover.
No sense of urgency.
Yeah, that's a lack of awareness. You have to glance up at the shot clock to see where we are. Shot clock isn't infinite. As Morales catches the defense sleeping, Builders. Well, the Warriors unable to capitalize as Ray streaks coast to coast, but then unable to convert. Shot clock does not reset. Here's Nyla. Her runner with the right hand is good. So the Builder lead is back up to 20. We saw the Warriors work to dwindle the Builder lead down to as little as 11, but then after that, the Builders just exploded on the scoreboard and was able to push their lead back up to 16. So just like Coach Mark Lessick said in pregame, his team is going to be scrappy. And you can see that come in spurts as Madison, with the Euro step around Ashanti Williams, is able to get the right-hander to go. So they will continue to fight, as you can see. Bryant won't be denied the basket. She's going to be fouled. That foul call is going to go on Natasha Miras. That is her second personal foul. The team's first of the period, so that will put Jada Bryant at the line to shoot 2. She already has 17 in the game. She now has 18. make it 19. So the Builders now with their largest lead of the contest, 24, as the Warriors nearly turned it over in the backcourt. Morales is going to be fouled. So Amaya Ray is going to pick up her second personal foul, the team's first of the period. Morales, the entry pass is errant, but Morales is there, and Morales is fouled. So that'll be credited to Jada Ellaby. Morales fouled in the act of shooting, so she gets an opportunity to add to her 10 total points that she has in the contest.
Destiny Morales at the line with 2 shots.
Outside of Ellaby, Builders don't really have anyone in foul trouble. She has 3. Gonzalez makes the first of 2. That trims the Builder lead down to 19. Loose ball. Jackson comes away with it. Here's Ray. Ray wanted to take Benito off of the dribble, decided not to, got it over to Jackson. And I think that was an air ball.
He caught the rim.
They caught the side of the okay.
Yep.
I didn't see much of a carom, so I thought that might have just went straight out of bounds. But back come the Warriors with Madison. Madison, step back. Unable to hit the jumper. Builders not paying attention to the loose ball. So possession will stay with the Warriors. Here's Benito. Pass poked away, but the loose ball controlled again by the Warriors. Shot clock under 20. Here's Madison. That is Madison's 3rd miss in a row from behind the 3-point arc. All 3 are coming up slightly short, which lets you know she's either tired or she's just out of her range shooting, as Jada Bryant is able to convert, and we're going to get a timeout. Timeout being taken. Nope, that is going to be changed to immediate timeout. So 5:52 remaining in the 3rd period. Builders now with a 52-31 lead, 21-point advantage. We'll take a break, and we will be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
As far as the stats go in this contest, we're still holding pat with where we were when we went into the halftime locker room. Only thing that has happened now, the Builders have turned the ball over more now in the contest than the Warriors have. Builders have turned it over 17 times, while the Warriors have only turned it over 16 times. Here's Madison working against Nyla Jackson. Jackson, I believe, is going to be whistled for the personal, and she is. So for Nyla Jackson, her 2nd personal foul and the team's 3rd. Here's Morales. Morales had her shot partially blocked. So it was last touched by the Builders, so it'll stay on that end. Maya Ray really turned up the defensive intensity, got Benito to turn the basketball over. Here's Ray, gets it over to Bryant. Bryant rushed the shot, unable to hit the layup. And they actually are able to call a tie-up underneath. I thought that might have been a reach-in foul. But the possession arrow is in favor of the Warriors, so we're going to walk it back to the other end of the court, or dribble it back to the other end, rather.
Slowly dribble.
Slowly. Now, we know Morales has already had a backcourt violation, not getting it over the timeline in 10 seconds. So I'm pretty sure that was coached up to her in the halftime locker room. As Madison with the step through has her shot blocked, but she's able to get the loose ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shriven. Shot clock at 5. I'm not sure if the Warriors know where they are on the shot clock as Shriven launches. That one does catch the rim, but it's going to be a defensive rebound for the Builders as the outlet to Ellaby hits absolutely every part of the top of the rim except the bottom half. That one comes off. Here's Morales. She's fouled. Nope. Take it back, folks. She is going to be whistled for a travel. And that's going to lead to another stoppage in play. That's going to be a timeout, a media timeout, 4:22 remaining in the third. 52-31 Builders will be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Seriously, Subway has to have the worst sandwiches in the world. Oh, we're back. Sorry. 4:22 left in the we're left in the contest. I really just don't like their sandwiches. Builders up big. They're up 21 right now. Builders, I believe, have led by as many as, I said 24 earlier. Actually, the most they've led by is 21, which is currently what their lead over the Warriors is at the moment. As Amaya Ray gets it over to the corner to Nyla Jackson. Her three-point shot at 10 seconds on the shot clock is no good. But Jada Bryant, man, she's had an afternoon. That is her 23rd point.
Nyla tried to make it 24-point.
Yeah. That is actually her sixth offensive rebound of the contest. That's Jada Bryant as the Warriors work it inside. Wild shot by Maris. That one goes up and over the backboard, out of bounds. So the Builders have now a 23-point lead in the contest. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Builders turn it over. That is the Builders' 18th turnover of the game, and we're going to get a foul call on the other end. Nyla Jackson was back defending. She's going to be whistled for her third. And that'll be the team's fourth of the period, as we're going to get a timeout. Coach Mark Lessick will take a timeout. Lessick in his 26th season in the program. He's going to make that a 30-second timeout. So 3:18 remaining. Builders with a 23-point lead. So this is an opportunity. Well, they just came out of a media timeout, so I'm not really sure if he may have saw fatigue or something on his team, but he wanted to take a timeout to give him a little bit of instruction. They're already back on the floor, ready for the possession, and they call the timeout. The Builders are the ones that are late to come out of the timeout.
You got two horns, use them.
Yeah, there's one. So Coach Collins and her staff wanted to make sure that everyone was clear on what the expectation is as they take the floor. Use every second they possibly could prior to Maris taking these foul shots. She'll get 2. Maris right now with 8 points in the contest. And she misses the first of 2. Bit of an odd spin on the basketball as it leaves her hands. Instead of spinning more of a north and south, it spins sort of an east and west. But she's able to get it to go. She's a right-handed shooter, but she finishes her shot with her left hand, which is the support hand, and it kind of gives the ball a different spin as Amaya Ray is fouled. She's tripped up on the baseline by Ella Shriven. That's her first personal foul in the team's second of the third period. Here's Ashanti Williams, her jumper no good. Quick outlet to Morales. Decides to back it out. It's poked away by Ray, but it'll stay on this end. Morales into the lane. Her runner no good. Ashanti Williams with the rebound. Here's Bryant. Ellaby tied up. So jump ball is going to be the call as the possession arrow is in favor of the Builders. Thompson and Stratton make their way into the contest. 54-32. Builders with a 22-point lead. As the Builders inbound it to Jackson. Stratton holds the basketball. Now we're just under 20 on the shot clock. Stratton nearly traveled with the basketball. That was close. Ashanti Williams has her shot blocked. Wild scrum deep in the corner. The basketball is going to stay on this end. So the shot clock doesn't reset. We're at 7. We're just under 2.5 remaining in the third. Nyla Jackson will inbound. Here's Thompson with 5 on the shot clock. Jackson, 2, 1. That is going to be a shot clock violation. Once again, we have to be made aware of that during that dead ball situation. Somebody has to yell out that there are 5 seconds or something like that on the shot clock so that everybody knows. So as you can listen, there's not a lot of chatter on the floor between the players. You would really love to hear that as we get another tie up here. The possession arrow is in favor of the Warriors, so the basketball will stay on this end. So again, that's the second shot clock violation of the contest for the Builders. Here's Maris. Morales gets it over to Madison. Madison to Benito. Benito hoists a 3 that doesn't hit anything. Shot clock does not reset as that was last touched, I believe, by Madison as it went out of bounds.
Destiny Morales is all over the court on defense.
Well, like I said,
she's like a honey badger.
Yeah, like I said, she's not the biggest player, but man, she plays so hard. She plays so hard. And as a coach, man, that's what you want out of your players. Even if the talent isn't quite there, then at least give me the effort. And she does that just on a high level. And you have to respect that as a player. As Gonzalez brings it over. The half-court stripe gets it to Madison. Madison, nice job right there. Working off of that sort of a ghost screen to get to the basket. She wasn't able to convert. Benito last touched it before it went out of bounds, so the basketball comes down to the good guys' end of the court. 22-point lead. Builders took a 14-point lead into the locker room and have continued to build on it here in the second half as Bryant now with 23 in the contest. Skip pass to Stratton. Jackson launches. That one did not hit the rim, but there's a foul underneath as we have just gone under 1 minute remaining here in the third. As Shriven is going to pick up her second, that'll be the team's third. So Jada Bryant now with 23 points in the contest, make it 24 now. She, of course, leads all scorers in the contest, not just for the Builders. Make it 25. So the big day continues on the scoreboard for Jada Bryant, who has to be one of the most improved players in the program for the Lady Builders. Really come on here this season, as that one is going to be kicked, but the loose ball is going to be controlled by the Warriors. Here's Madison. That one off the back of the rim is Perez, once again, unable to stay upright. I want to say that is her 4th traveling violation. So the shot clock is off. Game clock now at 19. Builders can hold for the final shot of the period. Thompson, Stratton. Jackson looking, finds Thompson. Game clock now at 8. Thompson has her pocket picked by Gonzalez. Gonzalez all alone on the offensive end for 2, and that will probably be, yep, it will be the final shot of the 3rd period. But the Builders took a 14-point lead into the halftime locker room and built on it. Now their lead is 18, 56-34. We'll be back for the final period of action.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
Builders have out-rebound the Warriors this afternoon by 13. Builders with 38 total rebounds in the contest. Warriors with 25. Both teams have turned it over 20 times apiece in this contest. Destiny Morales, again, leading scorer right now for the Warriors with 13. And it's Jada Bryant. She has 25 for the Builders as the Builders come out with Thompson. Thompson gets on the scoreboard. Those are her first points of the afternoon. You see a smile wash across her face as she goes down on the low blocks to play defense. Morales, her pass cut off, but last touch by Ashanti Williams as it goes out of bounds. Builders do a fantastic job of denying the entry. That leads to a turnover, and Nyla Jackson on the run out. Her layup off the glass is good, and the Builders now with a 26-point lead, 60-34 over the Warriors of Massasoit Community College out of Brockton. Is it Brockton? I believe it's Brockton, right? Out of, yep, Brockton, Massachusetts. That wild shot by Maris, no good. That leads to a fast break opportunity. Builders, Jackson, unable to hit. Tie up underneath. And the Builders give it right back to the Warriors. Here's Madison. Madison goes right at Ashanti. I believe it might have gone off of Madison's foot.
You catch that ball under the hoop, it's just straight up. You're going to get hacked.
Yeah. Yep. So as Jada Ellaby makes her way into the contest, and that's always the advantage, Dave, of getting the ball inside. One of two things normally is going to happen. Either you're going to get a really easy shot at the rim or you're going to get hacked. It's going to be one of the two.
I mean, Shaq made a whole career of that. It's a shame he couldn't shoot a free throw.
Hands were too big. Thompson for three. Weak side rebound comes off. Sorry, strong side rebound comes off to the Warriors. Gonzalez. Crossover. Nice crossover by Gonzalez, and she is fouled. I hope you saw that at home. She absolutely lulled Stratton to sleep with the right hand and quickly crossed her over with the left. So again, Gonzalez with 13 points, able to draw that foul. I believe that was on Stratton. Morales, I'm sorry, gets the first of her 2 to go. I believe that foul call was on Stratton. And it was. That's her third. The team's first of the quarter. We are into the fourth as Gonzalez misses the second. So Gonzalez now with 14 in the contest. Here's Thompson. Thompson. Back of the rim. Rebound comes off to Madison. Bryant just lets Gonzalez just blow right by her. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if Bryant was trying to pass her off to another defender, but Bryant just stopped her feet and allowed Gonzalez to go straight past her. Gonzalez now with 16 in the contest. Jackson's jumper no good. So back comes Madison. Jackson on defense, I believe, is going to be whistled for the foul. And she will be. Nyla Jackson now has 4 in the contest.
That is her 4th personal foul.
That's the team's second of the period is Amaya Ray.
Number 5, Amaya Ray.
Will come in for Jackson. Jackson with 10 in the contest.
Madison at the line with 2 shots.
Madison hits the first of 2. Builder lead now at 22. Madison second, in and out. So back come the Builders quickly. Here's Stratton. Her jumper, rebound by Ellaby. She has it blocked. And the Warriors hold on defense. So here comes Gonzalez to Madison. She thought about the 3 for a moment. Decided to take it to the rim. Madison for 3 this time. Again, she has not shot well from the 3. Right now, she is 1 for 6 from three-point land, but the Builders able to convert. On the offensive end with Jada Bryant, she now has 27 in the contest. So she has almost half of the Builder points this afternoon. The feed goes inside. Warriors unable to convert. Outlet to Ray. She doesn't have the numbers, so she wisely pulls it out. Feed goes to Bryant. Bryant, tough baseline jumper. She hits. She now has 29 points this afternoon. And we have a timeout on the floor. May have been a knee to thigh situation underneath the hoop. So Maris is going to get tended to on the bench. And trust me, if you've ever had that happen where somebody's knee goes into your thigh, you feel like you're about to pass out from the pain.
Oh, it hurts.
It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad.
That is the one and only time I came out of a soccer game in high school.
Right.
And I pulled myself out.
I don't blame you, man. I'm telling you, it hurts. It hurts. Here's Gonzalez off of the turnover. Gonzalez just threw it up there. Benito is fouled. So Benito is going to go to the line off of the Amaya Ray foul. So Amaya Ray now with 3. That's the third of the Builders in the period. So Benito gets an opportunity to score. She only has 2 in the contest, and that is where it will remain. Builders with a 26-point lead, make it 25 as Jasmine Morgan will come in for Katrina Thompson. So 5:48 left in the contest. The MLK Classic here at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Builders pretty much, I'm not going to say they've led throughout. They did trail by 1 in the first period, but after they took the lead, they have not looked back, and neither has Jada Bryant as she goes to work on the offensive end. She already has 29 points. She has nothing else to prove in this contest from a scoring standpoint as she draws the personal on Kyla Fagan. That'll be her 4th personal foul and the team's first of the period. So Jada Bryant with an opportunity to put 30 on the scoreboard, and she does just that. Fantastic afternoon scoring for Jada Bryant. Make it 31. And we still have 5.5 minutes left in the contest. I'm not sure what her career high is, but if this isn't it, then something is wrong. It's Madison races it up court against Stratton. Able to get it inside, but the Warriors nearly turn it over at the half court. It's Benito. Benito is going to be tied up. I think they're going to call a foul instead. And they are. So they're going to call Jasmine Morgan. Okay, Jasmine Morgan is going to pick up that foul. That'll be her 1st and the team's 4th of the period. Shot clock at 20. Jada Bryant nearly picked that off.
So, Howard, Jada and Jada have 43.
Between the two of them.
Yep.
Yep. It's just been a good day to be named Jada. Warriors last touched it before it went out of bounds. Both Jadas are on the court currently. Stratton. Now, Stratton's name is Jayla, okay? So let's not get her confused. As Ray along the baseline gets it to Jada Ellaby, but she's unable to hit the high percentage shot. Madison all the way to the other end on her own air ball. Bryant collects the loose ball. Bryant with 31 gets it to Jada, but Jada travels. So we're gonna get a timeout, media timeout. This is the under 5 timeout, 4:28 remaining in the contest. Builders with a 27-point lead will step away. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back.
How much you earn has a lot to do with how much you learn. That's why Bayport Credit Union is again investing in your continued education. Through our Bayport Foundation, we're giving $100,000 in tuition assistance to area high school seniors, college students, and working adults attending a university, trade, or vocational school. Everyone deserves to be happy, healthy, and financially wise. Visit bayportcu.org to learn more.
I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII, building the most powerful ships in the U.S. Navy. The digital technology I use is a generational change in the way that we build ships, making the construction of aircraft carriers more efficient. Plus, I get to work with veterans. Thanks to them, we all have our freedom, and we need to work hard to keep it. I am Fatima Medina, and I work for HII.
So Jada Bryant has a double-double in the contest. She has 31 points, 16 rebounds this afternoon. Builders with 51 total rebounds in the contest. But again, they've turned the ball over more today than the Warriors have, 24-22. But it hasn't been much of a factor in the ball game as that three hits the side of the rim, goes up and over for Shriven. But the Builders, with a huge lead, led throughout as Bryant just lost concentration on the entry pass. She thought about those 33 points that she was going to have, lost the basketball out of bounds. So that's the 25th turnover this afternoon for the Builders. Shriven hands it off to Madison. Madison able to split the defense, unable to gather herself at the basket to make the shot, but she gets another opportunity, and she is going to be fouled. So Jasmine Morgan has her second personal foul. That is the 5th team foul. So the remaining 3:52, the Warriors will be in the double bonus. So that puts Madison at the line to shoot 2, and she hits the first. That is her 10th point. And Madison drains them both. Builder lead now 66-43. As Ray works against Gonzalez. Here's Jada. Bryant. Not Illaby. Bryant, baseline. Her runner, no good. It hit actually hit the side of the backboard. So she still has 31 points in the contest. Told you she's already has a double-double this afternoon. Double-digit points and double-digit rebounds. As Benito Stratton was the last to touch it. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Shriven. She had it poked away. Nope. Shriven lost it out of bounds. So that'll be the 23rd turnover of the contest. Ellaby to Stratton with 20 on the shot clock. Stratton, her runner, goes in. So Stratton now with her 3rd point of the evening. And the Builder lead now is 25. Madison may have traveled with the basketball, and she did. As she kind of tries to work out that shoulder. There was a bit of a collision under the basket, which I think led to her traveling with the basketball. So she's still feeling the effects of that collision along the baseline with 2:27 left in the contest. Builders up by 25. She's still trying to work out that right shoulder. Inside to Ellaby. And the Warriors come away with a loose ball. Here's Gonzalez, who's been somewhat quiet on the scoreboard after really picking things up in the second. Here's Benito. Shot clock now at 10 to Madison. Madison. Unable to hit from 3. Ray with the feed to Ellaby. Nice job. Nice job by Amaya to get into the lane, draw the defense, and then hand it off to Ellaby for the easy layup. So Ellaby now has 15. The Warriors unable to convert, so back comes Ray. Ray has her pocket picked by Gonzalez. Gonzalez, again, hasn't scored in a while, and things will stay that way as the long outlet goes to Bryant. Bryant now with 31, make it 33. Jada Bryant with her 33rd point of the afternoon, and we're going to get a timeout. Nope, we're going to get a stoppage. We have substitutions into the ball game as Madison is going to come to the sideline. Remember, she had a collision along the baseline where she got hit in the shoulder, and she's still trying to work that out. So Coach Lessig brings her off the court. And Maris goes in. Remember, she took that knee to the thigh earlier. She's been able to work that out, so she's now back on the floor as we get a foul call. So Stratton gets her 4th personal foul. the Warriors are already in the double bonus, so that'll put Gonzalez, Destiny Morales, I keep calling her Gonzalez, I don't know why. Morales is at the free throw line. Again, she's been quiet.
Scoring.
Scoring, right.
Otherwise, she's all over the floor.
Yeah, you know, she has 16 points. We saw her really, really pick things up in the second and third period. But here in the fourth, she has been extremely quiet. I don't think she has a single point in the period, and we're now under 1 minute remaining in the contest. So the Builders, unless something just super strange happens, like you know, like turn the ball over, you know, like 18 times over the next, you know, 27 seconds. You know, unless something crazy like that happens, the Builders are going to get out of here. They're going to secure their 7th win of the season. As the Warriors unable to convert, here comes the Builders. Stratton. Thompson, as you can hear Courtney Collins say, hold it. We're now under 9, 8, 7, 6 is Morgan with the basketball. And this is going to be where we are going to end it here. And that is the final whistle of the contest, the MLK Classic at the Apprentice School Athletic Center. Courtney Collins and her Lady Builders pick up their 7th win of the season by defeating the Warriors of Massasoit Community College out of Massachusetts by a score of 72-43. Jada Ellerby, 33 points, 18 rebounds. She has a double-double in the contest. We're going to step away for a little while the men get ready to hit the floor in about another, somewhere around about 30 minutes. Once again, Builders, Lady Builders 72, Warriors 43. We'll be back with game number 2 after a while. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.